What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be covering the Sofi stock. After I filmed my video yesterday, we got some news coming out with website traffic to finalize Q1 earnings. So we're going to be looking at the website traffic. We also got some bullish analyst price targets today as I'm filming this video, some upgrades. We're going to be covering that as well. We're also going to be doing two small predictions for Q1 earnings. So we're getting close to earnings, in the next 3 weeks. But I think we should just start busting out some predictions now because basically all our, website traffic and, numbers, that we can guess on are pretty much out. So we're going to be doing some user growth projections and some potential revenue numbers that we can hit in Q1. Once again, I'm posting a lot of this stuff on my Twitter, but everybody doesn't follow me on Twitter. Some people don't follow me on YouTube, so I'm just doing this so everybody can see the news. And remember, guys, big day Wednesday. We all know that CPI early morning. We don't know what's going to happen. Stock could tank 5, stock could rocket 5%. That's just how the market's been the past 2 years on this inflation data. Good news is bad news. Bad news is good news. Good news is good news. Bad news is bad news. It just changes every single week, especially with a lot of the Fed opinions out there changing every single week. Other data, PPI, jobs report, everything changes. So understand volatility Wednesday. It means absolutely nothing. Just in the short term, you're going to see that crazy volatility. So don't be afraid to buy the dip, and don't chase the rip if you've already been building out a position. But once again, I think this stock will soar over the next 4 quarters. Remember, guys, we're in April. We haven't even reported Q1. This stock is going to change a lot over the next couple of quarters. We're going into back-to-back profitable quarters finally. And, the story is just getting brighter every single day. This convertible note that we did, this is going to boost 40 to 60 million onto the bottom line, saving on those interest expenses. You're going to be seeing those numbers potentially in this upcoming quarter, Q1. You're going to see potentially a revision on the back end of the year of that 40 to 60 million, because I personally don't believe it's in our numbers at all. I mean, we did almost 50 million profit last quarter, and then we're guiding for 100 million. I just think this 40 to 60 million is what gets us to the next level on this convertible note deal. So once again, if you find any of this information useful, be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're going to be keeping you updated daily on all the breaking news. Remember, guys, earnings is going to be the 29th. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we will be live streaming that earnings. I don't care if I got, work or customers that, want me to come out early morning that day. I'm not coming out. We are going to be doing this live stream. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, take a look at the Sofi stock today, up 4.86% on the day, almost 5%, down slightly about 1% in the after hours. So it looks like some profit taking. So volume looks pretty normal. Look at this, guys. Average volume 55 million today at 56 million. Market cap just creeped slightly into the 8 billion range. So right now, with the outstanding shares on the Sofi stock, pretty much every dollar that the stock moves up or down, it's about $1 billion. Okay, so that's how you can really, track, how much money is flowing in, to the stock. When you see like a 5% move, think about $500 million of inflows going into the stock. All right, guys, and here is why the stock is really moving today, guys. We got some great news today, breaking news, early morning. Citibank analyst Ashwin initiates $11 price target on Sofi. I think this was just a reiteration. I think he was already at $11, but it looks like he's just pounding the table right now, $11, $11. And he's pretty much saying that the convertible note deal was a win. And of course, guys, remember when that convertible note deal came out, it was 5 to 10 pages long. You saw the analysts that were already given the Sofi stock sell ratings the last 4, quarters or so. The last year, these guys have gave 10 sell ratings between 2 people. I mean, they pretty much reiterated a sell rating the second it came out. It was not bullish at all in their opinion. They didn't probably even read through it. And that's just personal opinion. As you guys can see, this guy, waited a couple of weeks, and now he's saying that this was a good thing, okay? These transactions include the exchange of $600 million in convertible senior notes due in 2026, approximately 73 million in shares, an action that is expected to improve SoFi's total risk-based capital ratio and be accretive to the company's GAAP income for the first quarter of 2024. So guys, like I said in the beginning of the video, we may potentially see this convertible note help on the last month of the quarter, bringing in potential interest savings, down to our bottom lines. Okay, I really think you're going to see SoFi the next 4 quarters in a row just continue to, up their guidance every single quarter, just like they did last quarter. So wherever, the net income this year is 95 to 105 million, anyone that expects it to be around that range either doesn't follow the company and knows how the management operates, or is just, not really looking into what SoFi's been doing and just, being bearish, okay? I think we're going light years ahead of where we're at right now of 95 to 105 million. I mean, things are going to really change over the next 12 months, but you're going to have to start with April 29th. You're going to see that first guidance raise. It could be maybe 10 to 20 million income jump, but hey, you do that 4 times and you're looking at about an 80 million jump. Look at our interest savings we're going to get on this convertible note, about $60 million. So it should all add up into the 160, $200 million range is what I'm thinking on a net income profitability for their first full year. That's not bad at all, guys. This is a growing company that's still got the scale, gaining members, but we're also going to be looking at some of the things that came out after my video yesterday, some good news. So guys, take a look at this. This was breaking news. Website traffic was coming out for March. It takes about 7 to 10 days for that website traffic to come out. And you can see it came in at 16.3 million, whatever you want to call it, viewers, hits, visits. And this tied January, okay? So full traffic came in at 16.3 million in January, 15.5 million in February, and then March was 16.3 million. So understand, guys, the two big things that we had inside of these earnings was the Nerd Wallet, promotion, promoting our checking and savings account, and also, top personal loan lender. And then, of course, the NBA partnership, which I believe came, midway through. Remember, guys, that NBA partnership right now, they pretty much are just, opening up the NBA to SoFi, okay? You may not see a massive amount of, conversion rate and downloads off of the commercials right away, but understand this NBA deal is still in regular season. Right now, as we speak, April, which is Q2, NBA is still in regular season, okay? You don't see the viewership really start to skyrocket until, playoffs, the championship. But also this year, the NBA is doing something different, with the play-in. The SoFi gets the sponsored, okay? I don't know who sponsored it last year, but that comes right before the playoffs. But it's going to be, crazy because, teams are going to be, competing for spots at the playoffs. So that's about 3 to 4 days, I believe. So that's coming in Q2, full playoffs Q2, championship in Q2. Pretty much this NBA deal is going to end, in Q2. I mean, you're not going to get, the viewership from the NBA till, 2 quarters later until the season restarts. So SoFi just went all in right before the playoffs. So I really think the NBA is going to pick up the uptick. April, May, and June are going to be the big quarters for the NBA. So I've seen a couple of people commenting that, NBA doesn't look like it's doing nothing because we tied January. Yeah, it's still, regular season right now, okay? I think SoFi paid those dollars, for the SoFi official bank of the NBA to get that marketing out playoffs, okay? So you're going to be seeing those numbers on Q2, so don't get too excited about the NBA right now. Now, guys, take a look at this. When you compare website traffic from Q1 right now to Q4, Q4 was absolutely stellar, guys. I mean, we had the biggest quarter-over-quarter revenue jump in company history, second highest members all time, and the website traffic came in at 41 million, okay? We absolutely smoked the website traffic, guys. We almost added on an additional, 10 million, call it 7 million, 48 million, a 7 million jump, guys. This was an absolutely amazing Q1. Q1 is known to be that soft quarter, extremely soft quarter. But with this type of website traffic, looks like, the Nerd Wallet or, maybe the NBA deal slightly paid off, to, uptick us for March. It just looks like the moves that SoFi made, it just led to great website traffic. I mean, I think this is a, 18% increase quarter over quarter in website traffic. So guys, we're going to be doing predictions right now on members and revenue. We may go in, more videos later on, do some more analysis on other predictions, but I looked at the website traffic. I remember the best quarter ever was Taylor Swift. I believe that was Q2 or Q3 or something like that. So that was the highest quarterly member ads all time. We'll be taking a look at that real quick. So you guys can see this is exactly what I'm talking about. It was Q3. I don't know why I was saying Q2. 717,000 members added for Q2. And then we went back Q4 to 585. Do I personally think we are going to break this Taylor Swift crazy, crazy quarter where SoFi was saying don't expect to see that, anytime soon? It's a possibility we could beat it, but I don't think we are going to beat it. But I think we are going to have the second highest member ads all time when you look at, that website traffic we just got for Q1, guys. And look at all these quarters: 400, 200, 500, 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, 500, 700, 500. There's not one quarter of 600,000 members. Of course, you got the jump to 700, but I think we are going to be in that 600,000 ballpark. That will give SoFi 3 more quarters to hit that magical number of 1 million members per quarter. And I think SoFi will do that this year, potentially Q3 or Q4. So let's look at my member predictions going off of website traffic. So analyzing the website traffic for Q1 and the members, I came down to about 672,750 members, guys. And this was just going off of the website traffic increase of almost 20%. I was just tracking, how many members they're getting, conversions to, website traffic. And this is the number that I came up with, okay? So yes, I just think they're going to be in the 600,000 range this quarter with NerdWall and the NBA starting to heat up. I think this number is going to go a lot higher in the next couple of quarters. Drop a comment. What do you think about this number? And what do you think they're going to hit? Drop a number of how many members. Remember, guys, 717,000 for Taylor Swift. That's the record. I don't think we're going to touch that quite yet. But, the next NFL season, I think that's when we're going to get a Q3, Q4. All right, guys, and we got one more prediction. This is the revenue prediction. And basically, we're looking at the guidance, of course. We're looking at the numbers for Q4, what type of numbers they did. Also, the management's guidance of, lending at 93 to 95% of what they did in the previous year. So these are the numbers that I came up with. So understand right now, this was a soft quarter. I've been saying that even on the last live earnings that the guidance was soft, okay? It was really soft here. It looks like a cautious guidance. We know that SoFi has been, smashing guidance since student loans came back and they didn't have to deal with that nonsense of when they got that rug pull on thinking that student loans were going to come back, and it looks like they were gearing up towards that, and then they, barely beat their guidance by like a couple million. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to absolutely smash this guidance. So I put lending at 325 million, and pretty much this was the lowest amount of revenue they did the entire year last year. This was in Q1, they did 325. So I'm putting us at 0% growth, identical revenue for lending because, I don't think anything's going to be too crazy. But of course, with the capital ratio increasing on the convertible note, they may have more capacity to ramp towards the end of the quarter. But I put us at 0% growth. For financial services, guys, we've been growing 20 million the past like 2-3 quarters in a row. I actually backed it down to like 15 million quarter over quarter jump, which, would be very slow compared to what SoFi's been doing. So this is a little bit of a cautious guidance as well of a 15 million jump. I think it could definitely be 20 million or more, but this comes out to 90% growth. So you can see what the management is talking about with stellar growth in financial services. And then Galileo, I did pretty much the same jump they did quarter over quarter last quarter, which is about 6 to 7 million. They did about 97 million last quarter. So I bumped it up another 6 million. That gets us to 33% growth. So these are the 3 business segments. This is the total revenue, guys. $582 million. Yes, this will be the first quarter that SoFi didn't hit a new record revenue quarter. Each quarter, they did about, 590, 600 last quarter. So this would be the first quarter that they actually take a pause finally. I mean, they've hit record quarters higher and higher every single time the past, 3 years public. So this would be the first quarter that they took a small pullback, and that's because lending 0% growth. I mean, there's nothing you can do when you're trying to be cautious. 27% year-over-year growth. This would destroy the guidance of 550 to 560. I think we're really going to beat this, guys. I personally hope we don't come anywhere in the 560 to 569 range. I hope we're at least at 570 minimum. But this looks a little bit cautious to me with the no growth in lending, financial services backing down, and Galileo just maintaining. I'm pretty cool with 582. So anything on top of this is just bread and butter, guys. Just absolutely stellar across the board. If they get anywhere in the 590, 600 plus range. So don't get too excited for this quarter. Once again, I think it's going to be a solid quarter, but nothing crazy. If you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. If you find any of this information useful, be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Once again, we're going to be going live on the SoFi earnings on the 29th. Don't miss out. My name is Kyle. Have a great day.